Hello everyone, welcome to Australia, the land down under. It is a continent and also a country of its own. Australia is located between South Pacific and the Indian Ocean. It is also the world's smallest continent. It is said to be the oldest country in the world, but it was discovered last. However, Australia is one of the most interesting places to visit. This is because it is a very huge island and for many years was isolated and untouched by the humans. But mankind's effect on the environment has been one of the most controversial social issues in recent years. The environment has been in the forefront in most of the political debates. Climate change is a global issue with both global and regional consequences. Human activities is contributing to the change in climate, which has an impact on Australia's rainfall, temperature, health, heritage and biodiversity for current and future generations. The headline indicator for atmosphere is Australia's net greenhouse gas emissions. The headline indicator can also be compared internationally to assess Australia's contribution to greenhouse gas emissions on a global scale. Australia continues to emit a large volume of greenhouse gases per capita in comparison to other countries. Australia's per capita emissions reflect a number of factors including the dominance of coal as a fuel in producing electricity and the production of many goods which are associated with high emissions. Mankind is dangerously harming the environment. As there are two sides of a coin, the environment is in fact improving, not declining. Renewable energy is a safe, environmentally sound and an economically viable energy pathway that will sustain human progress into distant future. Changes in the production of renewable energy are a major indicator of progress. Australia's production of renewable energy increased about 41% between 1975 to 2007. However, renewable energy is still accounted for about only 5% of the total energy produced. Renewable energy production is heavily dominated by biomass and hydroelectricity. 74% of biomass, 17% hydroelectricity and 9% from the wind and solar. A number of large-scale wind power projects have been completed in recent years. Electricity generated from photovoltaic cells is growing quickly. The majority of the scientists around the world agree that climate change is a result of human activity and we can avoid it by reducing the pollution. Climate change is predicted to lead to further rise in temperature, sea level and some extreme weather conditions, making life more difficult. And now it's the time to change. The countries around the world are already taking actions. Australia has wind, sunshine and the movement of the tides and geothermal energy. These clean energy sources are sustainable, renewable and don't contribute to pollution. Developing these new industries means developing new jobs. Leading the challenge of climate change means being responsible, staying competitive and Australia continues to prosper. Although Australia's growing economy has brought prosperity to many Australians, the increasing use of resources has resulted in more waste being produced than ever before. International evidences suggest that economic growth continues to growth in waste generated per person. Waste recycling or reuse activity is important in reducing the impact of human waste on the environment. The more items that are reused and recycled, the less space is needed for landfill and the fewer emissions are generated. Now, here is the possible solution from our side, the carbon price. Australia produces about 500 million tons of carbon pollution each year, making it one of the top polluters of the world. Currently, polluting is free. Generating pollution actually has a cost. It is the cost on our natural environment, our economy and our ways of life. A carbon price can change this. Instead of being able to produce for free, big polluters must pay a price for every ton of carbon pollution they create. This will have two impacts. First, it will drive business to find new ways to reduce pollution. And second, it will make goods and services which are produced with lots of energy more expensive. Households will notice this change through rising costs in some goods and services. But the overall impact on prices will be small. They will receive a combination of tax cuts and increased payments. Thank you.